Hello and welcome to the 13th episode of Total Drama Multiverse. This will finally be another, well, I guess not finally, it was literally a one episode gap, but it's another game show episode, nothing too crazy this time. As you can see, I do want to make a differentiation, I cannot say that word, just in case anybody skipped that episode or something like that. Anybody who's down here is either a storyline character, Chris, who's just not part of any of the teams, or somebody who has decided to not continue. So these four are waiting for the comebacks. Yeah, they're in the elimination chamber still, but they're not like all just stuck up in some cage. They're just in that whole area is where they can chill. So yeah, and every time somebody's eliminated until the comebacks, well, I mean, it's come back, but not comebacks, but I'm still waiting for the comeback. Yeah, let me do that, just so I don't confuse people. But every time someone's eliminated before then, they'll decide if they want to continue or if they're done. So, yeah. Let's just get into the episode. We'll start with... I mean, there's not too much really going on. I guess we'll start with the one thing is... Ashley has realized that if they were to somehow, she knows there's at least a few more episodes till the merge. If they were to lose twice, it would just go lose and then Ashley. So she goes up to Luz, who's hanging out with Toph and Ezekiel, and Luz is like, "What do you want?" And Ashley's like, "Okay, think logically for a second. If we vote you out next, they're just gonna vote me out after. So I want to at least propose us both voting the same person next time we lose. That way maybe we can win the tie and us have control." And Luz is like, "Why should I trust you?" And Ashley's like, "Do you really have any other options?" And then Toph's like, I mean, she has a point. And Luz is like, "Okay, whatever." So, yeah. Peter and Tails don't know about that. And Tails does still have his little thing, his idol that he can only use on other people. What else? I think Marcy. Oh yeah, remember, Marcy is still completely on the side of Ezekiel and Toph because she knows she's probably next, but she's pledging allegiance to Ezekiel and Toph. As long as they don't vote, they're not like friends, but as long as they don't vote her out, she'll vote with them. So yeah, those three are aligned right now. And then on the Crooked Crocs, Jax and Dipper have become really close, and Fritz. While Monica's actually just she's realized how like batshit insane she is, and she's trying to really not just do Izuku anymore, although they're both like obviously crushing on each other at this point. But she's trying to she's trying to be nicer to everybody on the entire cast, including Dipper, Fritz, and Jax. And I think especially with Fritz, I think they'll be a little bit close. Like they'll be friends. And remember, Monica is still kind of friendly with Jax, although Jax is starting to not like Monica anymore. But Fritz is starting to be friends with Monica just a little bit, but still mainly with Jax and Dipper. That's pretty much it for the challenge, or the pre-challenge section. So now we will go to our challenge, which is going to be today. Nothing too crazy. It is Challenge 9, Shipwreck Showdown. Players must build a raft from a bunch of wreckage, race it to a buoy, and bring back the flag. And the buoy is like 100 feet into the water. Simple, right? Well, it is, apart from the active bombs in the water. So, there's hidden bombs in the water that Chris will detonate, or, well, I guess they'll auto-detonate whenever they roll over. So you gotta, like, navigate past those. Nobody has to sit out this round, and that's just because, while yes, the Rifted Ravens have less members, Tails and Peter are really smart. So, it's, he's, like, it cancels out. But yeah, I think, okay, we'll go team by team. We can mix it up a little bit just to make it interesting. We'll go like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so first off with the Crooked Crocs, this is just going to be them building it. They don't have anybody that's too good at building. I mean, I think Dipper and Izuku would do most of the work, especially I think Izuku would be trying to impress Monica now that he can lift more and he's been lifting weights. He's like picking up big heavy things, and then I think Jax would get jealous and then start trying to do the same thing but fail because he's a toon. And Monica would laugh at him and he'd be pissed off. So I think these two or these three rather, these two and then Dipper would probably get it done relatively quickly. Fritz would try to help where he could, but I mean he wouldn't be that good at it. As for the Rifted Ravens, lose Ashley and well, actually not lose. But Ashley is going to be the brawn of it. She's putting it all together. Farm girl, she's strong, like she can do it. And then Peter and Tails are the brains, but Peter is also part brawn, and they're just helping each other. And I feel like they could make a really good one. And I feel like they'd probably make like a speedboat. But then there is the Warped Weasels. And for the Warped Weasels, I mean, Toph's not really going to be too much of a help. Neither is Ezekiel. You saw how he tried to build that hot tub. I think Marcy and N are probably going to be the standouts. Marcy's really smart. She could definitely do it, but she might overdo it. And then maybe like Toph or Scary Girl can shut her up and have them actually go. Meanwhile, N, I think, is just, I mean, like, he's a robot, so he could probably make like a whole blueprint with his eyeballs, and he'd be helpful. He's also strong. So yeah, I don't think it'd be too difficult for everybody to get out on the water, but I'd say, you know, I'll keep them in order of who I think's in the lead. I think whenever they're driving, I think these people get out on the water first, and I think they've made like a whole speedboat, and then I think these two get out on the water about the same time, but then also they have to assign a captain. I forgot to say that. The captain for the Rifted Ravens is Tails, Captain Foxy, so, you know. And then over here, they decided to have Marcy be the captain, what she's thankful for. She thinks a lot of the team has been really taking a liking to Marcy. Except, I wouldn't really say Toph and Scary Girl are, but at least the guys are taking a better liking for her recently. But Fritz is trying as hard as he can. But while he's the best for the job, because Dipper's too short, Zuko and Monica just, I don't think they'd be like average. And Jax, who's pissed off and just sitting in a corner. I think that he would like freak out, and then he'd be like, you know what, fuck it, Monica, and she'd be like, yeah, hack the thing and hotwire it to where we can. To where I'm just straight up Captain Foxy and the shell turns on. And she's like, really? Do you trust me to do that? And he's like, it's either that or we'll lose the challenge. So, well, they're like way in last, by the way. Like, these two, I'd say at this point, these people have already grabbed their flag and are heading back, because Spider-Man can just shoot out a web and grab it. And while the Warped Weasels are, like, about to get their flag. So, Monica's like, okay, even though Dipper is objecting. And Monica hacks his brain, and, well, I mean, I guess not his brain, but the hardware, and, he, says, hello and welcome to Captain Foxy's Pirate Ride, or whatever he says, please keep all arms, whatever, and Monica uses her stuff to make it skip past that whole thing, and he turns around, like, the robot turns around, and it starts, driving the ship perfectly. And I'd say around the time the Warped Weasels are getting their flag, they show up, and Jax grabs the flag. But I think Jackson and Izuku probably fight over who should get the flag, and then Monica yells at them both, and then Dipper, or no, why do I keep saying Dipper? Izuku starts like apologizing. Jax pushes him over and grabs it. And Monica rolls her eyes. And then they realize that the Foxy AI has thought that the ride is over, so she has to go hack it even more and reset it. So it turns around and it starts going, but it's a dumb AI, and it's not on an actual ship. It's just on the ride. So they're like neck and neck. The Rifted Ravens have already won immunity by this point. They're fine. But these two are like neck and neck. When all of a sudden it hits a rock, and before it's about to fall into the water, uh, freaking the Foxy AI, which it's like planned to do this in case of like if the roller coaster goes down. Foxy AI says, "Well, the captain always goes down with the ship," but unlike N, he's an old animatronic, so the animatronic will just be electrocuted and then just freaking explode if it touches the water. So Dipper and Azuku and Jax and Monica all try to save him, and they all work together, even if they don't like each other. They work together to hoist the Foxy animatronic, and they throw him all the way onto the land right as the ship finishes sinking. But while these people are getting off, and before any of these people before any of the warped weasels get to the line, the animatronic passes it, and then Chris goes, like, it passes the finish line, and they put the little flag that you have to get the flag in his mouth. Oh wait, I just realized I'm kind of stupid. I know y'all know that, but whenever I said rock, I meant bomb. He hits a bomb. Why would a single rock make his entire freaking ship fall down? He hits a bomb, not a rock. My bad. And the others all freaking maneuvered past the bombs. So that's my bad. So they hit a bomb. Everyone hoists him over. They put the flag in the Foxy animatronic's mouth. Actually, no, they probably like stab it on his hook or something. They hoist him over, and he hits it. And Chris says the crooked crocs have not won yet. They have to get everyone over. And they're like, and Jax is like, seriously? And they all start swimming over, but before they can, the warped weasels win, which means that the crooked crocs, for the first time in a while, are safe from elimination. They all get back and they're all mad, and the Foxy animatronic's just laying in the sand, just saying error, error, error. And Monica walks over and fixes him. Like, she kept her promise. She actually fixes him. Yeah, we're in the post challenge section, yeah. And he's like, ugh, thanks. And Monica's like, yeah, you're welcome, whatever. Because she's mad because it's either her or her crush is getting voted out tonight. Still a wild couple, by the way, especially because Monica is like insane, and then freaking Azuku. I mean, yeah, when he goes back after the season, he's gonna meet Ochako, and now that's just not gonna happen. So yeah. But actually, I have a plan for how Azuku and Monica's story is gonna end, so it'll still be fine. Anyways, well, elimination is about to happen, and on the way to elimination, Fritz stops Monica and Azuku, and he's like, guys, I want to make a move. I like Dipper, but Jax is just too much. He spent the entire afternoon talking about how bad y'all are and making fun of y'all and saying he's never going to talk to you again, talking about Monica. While Fritz really likes hanging out with Dipper, he realizes that Jax is a bad influence on Dipper and also just annoying in general. So he says he's willing to vote with Monica and Azuku, and they're like, oh my goodness, thank the Lord for that. It's a freaking miracle. Well, they hit the eliminations ceremony, and it's 3 votes Jax, 2 votes for Azuku. And whenever it happens, Jax gets up and he's like, "What the hell? Who flipped?" And Fritz is like, "I'm sorry, man. You're just a bad influence on Dipper, and you've gone too far messing with Izuku." So Jax does a thing that a lot of characters in animated game shows have done, and he goes, "All right, well, fuck you." He turns to Izuku. "Fuck you, Deku." He turns to Monica. "Jinx was right. Fuck you, traitor." And he turns to Dipper. "I'm rooting for you. You better get all these dumbasses out." Dipper's just kind of looking at the ground because he's pissed that Fritz betrayed him, but at the same time he understands him. Because let's say Dipper's had some confessionals being like, he knows Jax is a bad influence, but he's so fun to be around and stuff like that. So Jax leaves extremely angry, and when he is confronted by Chris, he walks and follows Chris, and Chris is like, "Jax, you have an opportunity. You can either go back to your home world right now, or you can change. You can stay for a chance to come back in the game." And Jax is like, "You think I want to go back to that digital hell? I'm staying." So Jax has officially decided he is going to be waiting for the comeback. I'm keeping all the guys on one side and all the girls on one side. So that's gonna do it for this episode, y'all. I wasn't expecting Jax to get out so soon when I first made this cast, but it's fine. I think he made it fairly far. I think I liked Jax. I think Jax had a good run, but I think now we're really to the point where almost everyone is like truly in a story at this point. I'd say the only person who isn't like really intertwined with anything right now is In and Scary Girl. They're just kind of being best platonic buddies. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope to catch you in the next one. See ya.